I drink orange porridge while I'm snoring. It's boring.
Oh man, I got some serious swass going on. I'm starting to get a little chafed.
Swamp ass? Is that swass?
Yeah.
Sex doesn't have to be pleasurable for the woman because we're giving them the ultimate pleasure, a child.
The only reason I knew that she was a hooker was because she was like,
she tried to have sex with me for money.
I thought it was rats, so I ran out into the street.
And guy hit by a car.
I almost got hit by
Would you like to come back to my house and you can serenade her at my home?
and I went,
No.
yeah. And scene.
Public service announcement. A lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying.
No. Oh, you went.
Welcome back to another episode of The Literal. These are my co-hosts, William and George. William's the skinny one. George is the other
No
one.
fat shaming on the show.
He's the thick one.
You country dumpster.
Yep. That one's really starting to stick.
Yeah.
I'd actually like to lead off tonight with a little bit of feedback that I got. Just so you're all aware,
You guys look short, by
I
the
have
way.
no problem with anyone that lives in a jungle. I was just saying that the fucking Sarah McLachlan animal commercial hits me in the feels a lot harder than it does when I see the World Hunger commercials. That's it.
Okay.
So,
And if you live in a jungle, move out.
yeah.
Yeah, just why? I mean, why are people struggling so hard in the jungle? Just
Now, how the
move
fuck
out.
do you even know what I said if you live there? You don't got no Wi-Fi. I barely have Wi-Fi in Stewart.
It's a fair point.
And take it away, somebody else.
What are we going to talk about tonight without the board again?
I don't know. I kind of like going just,
I like to be reactive. So you guys talk about something and I'll just chime in.
Okay, well, I got to say, how easy? And well, I don't even know why I'm asking you because I've thought a lot about
So
this.
easy. It's so easy.
I thought a lot about this.
Very,
over the
very
course-
simple.
over the past couple of days, how easy it would be to make a Toy Story themed porn parody.
That's
Because
easy.
all the tools are right there. First
Woody?
of all,
Do you think they don't already have one?
the title, okay, Sex Toy Story. Boom, done.
Woody is one of the main characters. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
but for royalty purposes and like copyright stuff, just change a couple of the characters. Okay, Woody and Buzz, Stiffy and Shave, right?
I don't think you get rid of Woody. I think that's a gimme.
Okay, Buzz. What would you rename Buzz?
They're actually the only two characters I can name from Toy Story.
I would think that Buzz is a pretty good porn name already.
Yeah,
Like if as long as the last name is like Longcock or something.
Buzz Long. I guess that's fine.
Buzz Johnson.
Buzz.
He's
Buzz
shaved.
But also the theme song, Randy Newman's classic "You Got a Friend in Me." Real quick change, which is good enough by itself. But I've got a friend in me. I've got a friend in me. I've got a friend in me.
I feel like you have to sing it like he does, though. He's got that.
Randy Newman. You got okay. So I'll change the lyrics up a little bit. I've got a friend in me. Woody is stuck in me. It's a bit of a problem, you see, because Andy gets home at 3, and then
you could follow it up with "Lick My Brown Eye Girl."
But Brown Eye Girl's not a part of the Toy Story soundtrack.
Yeah, it is now.
I guess it would have to be if we're doing a porn parody.
Yeah, easy. Okay, so what was the question?
How easy would it be to make a Toy Story themed porn parody?
As easy as it is to make every other porn parody.
But I think Toy Story just really lobs it towards you like softball underhand style.
Yeah, but they don't actually make any effort in any of the other ones. So even the ones that are, handed to you on a fucking platter are still going to be like a big sausage platter.
I mean, I would hope it's a big sausage platter. The two main characters are two boy toys, so I'm sure it would be a gay porn parody. Unless you add Lil Bo Peep in there for a little extra flavor. Maybe the Slinky Dog, but yeah, the Slinky Dog would make a freaky deaky character
Wow.
addition.
Wow.
Two.
Is that played by 2 people?
And the dinosaur with his tiny paws would make everyone's wiener look way bigger.
Yeah, I think the two wild cards would be Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
Oh, well, swingers.
They have head in the name, first of all.
Yeah.
So it's not that difficult.
Yeah, they're swingers.
Yeah, but how would you know? Are you
camera
watching
still has it
Mr.
focused
or
on
Mrs.
us.
Potato Head?
but we look so good up there.
I'm going to make it focus.
Trust
you
me,
guys
I look a
talk.
lot better out of focus.
Yeah, the less, if we could, you got like 480 on there. Do we have to be in 1080p for this? There's a nip. Beautiful. Thank you for that.
And that is crystal clear now.
And
Did
we're back.
that just,
yeah, I fixed it.
yeah,
I'd never had any desire to see your nipple that big.
the magical hearing powers, of healing powers.
Yeah, I
of
think it's
Geordie's-
fixed.
Geordie's nipple.
Wow.
Wow. Good for you, Geordie.
Nice. So
Healthy
I
nipples.
think you get banned on Twitch for showing nip. And that's what I'm going for, really.
Yeah, if we get banned, that's, I think, just
I
going
think we'll
to
get a lot more popular.
increase our clout, if
Yeah.
nothing else.
And our clap.
Hey, how do you guys think the routine of milking a cow came about? Like, how did the first person discover that? Because they were definitely molesting.
I think
a cow.
somebody's jaws got really tired and they said, fuck, I can do this with my hand.
It's not hard enough to put in your butt, Thomas. Let's try something else.
But it was, I mean, right. It definitely started with somebody molesting a cow.
Yeah. Man, this guy's got 8 dicks.
I'm bored of this. Hezekiah's only got 1 pecker. But this,
Hezekiah. Is that an ancient biblical name?
that's what I was going for.
I thought it was an Amish name.
But I feel like the Amish got their name from like old biblical names.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
That and every English.
Well, you
Culture.
remember all those, we discussed it one time, all those Amish people in ancient Greece.
Yeah.
There are a lot
Oh,
of
wait. Toe cam. You don't get that kind of action
there
for free,
was,
guys.
That's only on
You
the
gotta pay for
premium.
that.
Premium a literal.
Patroclus and Achilles and fucking Hezekiah hanging out on a beach somewhere.
Sucking cow udders.
Good old
Sucking
Hezekiah.
cow udders.
Yeah, so that's how it happened. Obviously. Next question.
Yeah.
Do you have it all written down on your phone? Did you guys know that Charlie has seen the light? He's going to vote for Bernie Sanders now.
Okay,
Did
so
Charlie know it?
I watched the full. Well, no, I'm sorry, I missed the last 10 minutes of it, but I watched the Joe Rogan Bernie Sanders podcast. Couple of episodes, we talked about Bernie Sanders, and I made a joke about it. I'm slightly feeling the burn after hearing him talk for an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, William, I didn't think it would happen, but
I sent him the podcast. I said, watch this.
look,
Or
but the
listen
thing
to
about it is, all right, when these people are on a, Democratic stage or, whatever, like having their discussion, they get 45 seconds and everybody's shouting over each other. It's just a big, like, oh, my dick's bigger than yours. Nobody actually gets to finish their point. So when I heard Bernie Sanders
I feel like
talking about the top
hold on. I feel like in
one-on-one.
45 seconds, I could easily say my dick's bigger than yours.
I feel like if I had to get everything out in 45 seconds and you cut me off, I'm coming from behind the podium, like angry. These wires are fucking me up.
But so what talking
Okay,
points
so-
did he give you that really changed your mind?
Explaining to me how he was going to go about, like when he explained his ways of approaching universal health care.
Mhm.
Okay. Once I heard a clear, concise way that he was going to approach it, I started going, okay, that's not insanity. That's not going, I'm going to pluck this out of nowhere and it's just going to exist.
Right.
He made very valid points. Now, that's not saying that I'm going to run out tomorrow and jump on the Bernie train. But
Wait, hold on. There's a Bernie train?
There is.
Where do you
yeah.
get the money for that?
Through a super PAC. He's actually a big old liar about that. And he's got a bunch
Big
of
tobacco.
look, I'm a conservative, but I'm also not one of these people that will not listen to your side of the argument. That we know people that will not even listen to what you have to say. It's this is me and this is it. And that's the way it is.
Yep.
I don't do that. I want to hear both sides of the argument because I want to make the most thoughtful decision when I go to cast my vote. I'm an asshole, but I don't want the worst for everybody. I really do want the best for people.
Yeah.
So actually hearing him get to talk and finish his points, I agreed with him. for the first
Many
time.
of them or all of them?
Not all of them. I don't think he has the availability to tell us what's in Area 51.
He wasn't making that point. Joe Rogan was just asking.
I know it was a joke.
You know what? No jokes on this podcast.
What do you think this
No,
is? A comedy podcast?
We
You son
switched
of a
over.
bitch.
We're the serious podcast now. No, but you know what? I'm slightly feeling the burn. I will probably go see a doctor for it. I feel like it's curable.
Certainly.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think he's delusional anymore.
Yeah, all he needed was a good platform to really sit there and fucking be able to, piece by piece, make his points. Because nobody ever wanted to listen to him. Everybody heard, I'm not accusing you of this, but people that were staunchly conservative would just hear, universal health care and more affordable higher education. They're like, well, where's that going to come from? He's just talking out his ass.
The thing you have to understand is that no matter what you implement, the money's got to come from somewhere.
Of course.
So
of course.
My thought process was it's coming from the taxpayers, which it's still going to do.
All money
But
for the government comes from the taxpayers.
Yeah. But I mean, it was, whereas I'm not on a high level of welfare. I'm not on any welfare, but I'm not on a high level where I'm paying a lot in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's selfish of me, but I'm paying more than some people. So I feel like I'm owed more, you know what I mean? But it's because I'm paying more. I'm not sitting around not adding and going, I fucking deserve, where's my share?
Right.
I don't agree with that mentality whatsoever.
So you got to listen to what he had to say on a long form interview,
Yes.
which is what we need for every candidate. I mean, presidential candidates are the most important candidates there are.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
Why the fuck wouldn't they get a long time to speak to the...
But I think it was Adam Carolla that said it. I watched him the other day. He was doing a speech and I don't know when it was from, but he talked about how his mother was on welfare and food stamps. And he made a comment to her one day and was like, Mom, are you going to go get a job? And her response was, fuck no. Are you kidding me? And lose my welfare benefits? Yeah. That's what I argue against is I don't believe anybody fucking you're not owed anything.
And I don't think anybody really
you're
agrees.
alive.
Yeah.
You're alive. The universe already hooked you up. You know what I mean? So
I beg to differ. This sucks. This doesn't feel like a gift.
You've got, you're here.
I have to wash myself.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I hate it.
Why do my balls smell worse when I shave them?
Wait, that's the thing for you?
Yeah, I have a theory. I've talked about this with
using a
many
rusty
men
razor.
who also say this, and I think it's because hair is a buffer between your thighs, and therefore you don't sweat as much. Whereas when you have no hair and it just sticks to it like a fucking gack, Nickelodeon gack on the table, and then you peel them off, you've produced a lot more pheromones and
a lot
sweat.
more gack.
Yeah, a lot more gack. Yeah. Taint gack is what we'll call it.
Geordie's
Taint
gack.
gack.
Welcome to Geordie's
Oh
Taint
God,
Gack.
I don't even want to drink beer anymore.
Paula Dean
I'll
endorses
drink it.
for her casseroles. What you want to do is you just want a little dabble in there, a little Geordie's Taint Gack. Grease
Yeah.
that pan with some Taint Gack.
If you want your lady friend to make sure that you smell like a man, Geordie's Taint Gack. Oh, just squeeze it in there. Why is it neon green? That seems
Why is it
unnecessary.
Why does it look like the fucking algae on top of the intercoastal river?
Man. Okay, well, I feel like we covered a lot of good things. That's the show, folks. Have a good night.
We'll see you next week.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Tonight's podcast
The
is brought to you
school
by
Yeah,
Confederate flag bikinis. Confederate flag bikinis. The only garment that will get upset if you put it in with the dark load.
Heyo. The only colored garment that you can bleach and will be okay.
it would feel better about it.
All right, so
I feel like you only really see those at like those mud jams.
Wait, you
and
do
shit.
see
I
those?
don't go to those.
You've never gone to like the
I've been to one in my life and it was interesting.
Yeah.
I went with Daniel and Bun and a
Sounds
couple
like
other
a crew.
friends, and it's very It seemed like it could have been a lot of fun.
What barred it from being a lot of fun for you, Charles?
It was the like humongous amount of like filthy, saggy redneck women.
Oh yeah, the real
That were
overweight
like-
ones.
Oh, you've got a beads around your neck. I'm going to show you my tits. I'm like, here,
These aren't
just
beads.
Take those. Like, just get the fuck away from me.
These aren't beads. This is my cool stainless steel ball network. This was from the 90s.
Everybody's just got the steel ball sacks hanging from their,
Ball sacks.
toe hitches.
Oh, different kind.
Yeah.
We got our steel ball sacks for
No,
our
it's,
regular
you know
ball
what?
sacks.
It's a lot of people have fun out of them. It wasn't for me.
You know what's funny is you went to the most redneck event with a black and an Asian man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
In fact, they're some of the biggest rednecks I know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the beginning of a joke. Like a white guy, a black guy, and an Asian fella
Go to Mudfest.
Go to Mudfest.
yeah. Well, I also, I don't like large crowds of people, and there are
Was this a fat joke about
thousands
the?
and thousands of people out there. So I was just way out of my element.
What would you say the average poundage was there for the female?
Ooh, average poundage for the female.
Just populist.
Average poundage was very skinny because
Oh, okay, you said
like
big, saggy.
no. I meant like saggy, like these women that look like they've smoked 7,000 packs of cigarettes in their life,
yes.
and their skin looks like old shoe leather, and they have like maybe 3 on the top row and 2 on the bottom.
Yeah, I
it's
think
just enough to bite into the hamburger, but not enough to fully chew it. So
these teeth is made for ripping and
these
tearing.
teeth is
and
made
nothing
for,
else.
they're like alligators.
It's the
They
most
just bite
terrifying
it off
blowjob
and
you've ever
swallow
had.
it whole.
Yeah,
But there are a lot of attractive women out there. I feel like you can get
It's
any
just-
attractive girl on your fucking buggy if you got one. It's like having a boat in South Florida. But it was.
He means the swamp buggy for the audio listeners.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
that aren't redneck.
I just don't. My thing. I don't like fucking large crowds of people.
I don't like fucking large crowds of people either.
That's too easy.
That would be
That's too easy.
Dick chafing is.
I prefer fucking.
I
a small
prefer
crowd.
fucking small crowds of people. It doesn't.
I'm more of a one-on-one type guy. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure and extra work.
I have like
You're not going to come additional times because there's more than one
you're
person.
fucking.
I feel
you're
bad
tired,
enough sexually
like,
disappointing
3 in.
one person, let alone a crowd of people.
I want to sexually satisfy you, and by satisfy you, I mean satisfactory. I want a 5 out of 10 rating.
Are you ready for my C-?
I'm gonna enjoy like 10 minutes of uninterrupted silence on this side. Just cracking and drinking my beers.
No, stay engaged, Chuck,
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I don't want to be engaged.
because this podcast is gonna get nasty.
Yeah, I can't wait for your story time. Okay, so I guess we talked about Chuck feeling the burn a little bit. And
A mild
I
burn.
liked what he had to say as well. I still have an issue with the concept of people saying assault weapons hurts my brain.
Yeah, well,
And it's interesting that every other type of gun will still have, if we were to ban assault weapons, and we have several 100 million guns. And
that's-
somehow that'll stop people from shooting people.
And that's, as a person who leans pretty hard to the left, I haven't heard like a super really good argument for banning AR-15s or really.
Because it looks a certain way.
well,
Yeah,
William,
but
have
that's
you
not a
ever
good
have you ever heard have
It's
you
a
ever
terrible
heard of the-
argument.
Have you ever heard of the San Isidro McDonald's massacre?
No, but you did tell me about it.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot of
I mean,
syllables.
technically now I have heard of it. Because
Yes,
the dude used
so
a handgun.
It was
Right.
1984, I believe. It was at a McDonald's just outside of San Diego, and he used a Browning 9mm, and he killed. Now he had a sawed-off shotgun with him, and he had an Uzi, but
Was
his
it John
weapon that he used was a Browning 9mm handgun, and he killed, I believe it was 43 people.
Are you sure this wasn't just like a pilot thing for like
The Matrix.
Die Hard?
But what my
Was it John-
point
was
is,
it
my
Bruce
point
Willis?
is,
Was it Bruce Willis? Is my point.
yeah, my point is that any weapon in the hands of someone ready to do harm is dangerous. So personally, an AR-15, which is a semi-automatic rifle, is just as dangerous as a 9mm. It's just as dangerous as my 250 that I have.
as a
In the
semi-automatic
hand, you know what I mean?
pistol. I think we're getting a little too dark on the thing.
I'm not trying
I
to
just
get
want to
dark.
say that's
I'm
the
just,
only point that I really didn't disagree with. And I was trying to light up because when we were asked, I think the last episode or the episode before, if we were feeling the burn, and we both said no, I wanted to just let listeners know that there wasn't us not giving anybody a chance, and we've given Bernie a chance, and now both of us have
a mild burn.
I always liked Bernie's ideals, and that's why I said that I thought he was a good person. I just don't think some of the shit that he says is realistic.
Oh, Charlie made it daisies.
And his plan for the money, great, tax the speculation, but you have to pass all that.
I'm not even drunk yet.
It's just like the Affordable Care Act. You have to pass every single part of what you're trying to do. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything.
I have to excuse myself for a second.
Problems.
Charlie made a dribble. Charlie's got a hole in his lip.
Oh, is that going to affect the audio quality? Okay. Why? You don't want them I guess he doesn't want the people of Harper's to smell all the spilled beer on him.
Yeah, because I mean, the people of Harper's have a very refined nose palate.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no nose blindness in that place at all.
No.
For those of you who are not aware, Harper's is a very grimy dive bar where you are allowed to smoke inside, and everyone there
smells like spilled beer and cigarettes.
Yep. Everyone there smells like an ashtray that people drink beer out of.
And we'll be there tonight if you want to come on and hang out.
We're gonna go hang out there.
And Charlie's getting a head start on the beer smell.
Yeah. I got a hole in my lip, and I just poured my beer right down my shirt.
Pouring beer on yourself, or accidentally pouring beer on yourself, is actually what they call spritzing a little bit of Harper's cologne. That's just Harper's cologne.
Oh.
Yeah, the bathroom attendant actually sprays Coors Light on you as you walk, and it's yesterday's open Coors Light.
Well, that was some smell good, sir. That's
Terry,
straight beer.
The bartender Terry over there said that if he ever leaves, he's going to have to wear a nicotine patch just to go through the withdrawal, and he's a non-smoker.
That's not a joke, though. It's secondhand smoke. It's worse.
Somebody asked him one night if he had a tan, if he had been going to the beach, and he was like, "No, it's just a nicotine on my skin. I can scrape it off."
Oh, yeah, that's probably not
too far from the truth. Yeah. His hair isn't brown naturally.
Well, it's every one of them. It's every one of them in town, and that's like those are the bars that like everybody goes to at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Every town's got them. West Palm's got Blue Boar and Foster's.
Blue Boar, you can smoke inside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember seeing anybody do that. I mean, it was like 4 a.m. I had been drinking for 8 hours at that time, but still.
We were only ever going to go there once, and I told you I couldn't go there.
It probably had to do with fighting or a girl.
It was a week. No. A week prior,
God.
I had a bad experience there.
You want to tell us about it?
That's when he lost his anal virginity.
That was it. No, I had somebody made a fucking comment about my dad.
Ooh.
And my dad was on his deathbed.
Oh,
damn it, Charlie! Now I can't make a joke.
Yeah, I really hurt this kid and his friend, and had to leave because I was told that they were bringing guns, and I just never felt comfortable going back.
Well, as long as they weren't AR-15s, you probably would have been okay.
I don't know. They were.
God damn it, Charlie! Let me make a joke. Come on.
That was like
in the
7 years ago.
In the chat, a gentleman by the name of Spock, which is obviously not his real name, says that he thinks Blue Boar closed.
It may have.
So we can never talk about it again because it's no longer relevant.
Well, that's it.
All right, well, that's the end of the show.
That's it. Yeah.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Wrap it up.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no, never.
Never.
Yeah.
Don't wrap it up. To the listeners,
keep populating this beautiful blue marble of ours with.
Yeah, we need more Americans.
Yeah, we sure do.
It's exactly.
So to the listeners out there, just make sure you never ever wrap it up. Always go skin to skin, and then you won't have to deal with those awkward like boner losing moments where your partner's not very experienced with condoms. So there's like a whole ordeal with them trying to get it on. By the time it's on your dick, you're being strangled to death on your cock, and you can't get hard anymore.
I feel like that's deep. That came deep from your heart.
It did come.
I feel like I'm really happy
because I
that I'm
didn't-
sitting
I
on the
threw
far
that
side
condom right in
now.
the trash.
Yeah, I feel much worse about picking the middle seat for this one.
I came deep from my heart.
I'm getting the worst of both worlds. Oh, so
Fuck's so wrong on this side over here, except for me spilling beer everywhere.
We already talked about this,
That's
Charles.
fair.
It's Harper's Spritz.
that's a Harper Spritz.
Oh, sorry.
Ode
Sorry.
de Harpers. But
It's
so
a French establishment.
Geordie and I live in the same general residential area, and I don't know if you're familiar with this little
The sign.
the
The hepatitis outbreak that you guys have in Palm City?
the hepatitis outbreak that he and I started in Tropical Farms.
Yeah.
No, in this area, there's a basically an unspoken rule that if you have something you want to get rid of, be it a kitchen appliance or a piece of furniture, or something,
Small child.
a small child, all you have to do is just leave it at the end of your driveway, and the pickers will come around and just grab it.
Yeah,
That's
that's anywhere.
That's why I like to distribute it among multiple bins to make it harder for them.
Yeah.
Make them earn it.
Put the ottoman in one trash can and the
And
love
then
seat
just
in another.
Cover one, but so it's like a surprise bin, but they open it up, it's just bees. Oh, you picked the wrong one. Sorry. You
It's-
could have this beautiful stand mixer.
Lots of
but
scrap
nope,
metal.
It's bees.
On the bottom of the bees.
Oh, there's very valuable copper light for the walls of my. Nope, bees. You got to go through the bees first. No, so I put these chairs at the end of my driveway because I wanted to get rid of them because the structural integrity of the chair had just taken a shit. They were falling apart.
But were they more comfortable than these chairs? Because we probably could have used them
That's
on
a
the show.
hard no.
I actually feel like
Hard,
I feel
yeah.
like we're sitting in the old Harper's chairs right now.
It's got like a down home country vibe of uncomfortability.
Remember
Well,
when they got
you
rid
guys
of
are about
those?
half my weight, so I really don't think you can fully appreciate.
They got rid of
how
those
uncomfortable
chairs
they are.
and put them outside, and all the people that go to that bar like came up there like, "Oh, we're gonna take these home. It's very nostalgic." And they
shit.
get them into their house.
It's
It made their
disgusting.
fucking house smell so bad. Oh god, I bet it was awful.
And
I'm like trying to work around this microphone stand.
yeah, you're doing a great job.
I like how in every episode we have some comment from Charlie about a technical difficulty with the microphone stand.
I feel like that's why I
I'm
spilled the
trapped in
beer
these
on myself. I'm trying to.
this pop filter is too close.
Charlie
to my
has
face.
learned so many skills. He can run a restaurant, he can drive a car, but navigate his way around a fucking microphone.
That's
is
not
the
moving.
bane of
It's-
35-year-old.
It's been
Charlie's
static for the
By
last.
the way, for those of you that are watching us on YouTube, check out my fucking fly ass zip tie game. I did all those,
Yeah,
all these.
Charlie
Yeah.
the handyman.
That's my addition to the podcast.
Zip ties. What do you got?
Couldn't tell you how to turn on the computer, but I can zip tie the shit out of some
It's the button
wires.
on the top.
Did you bring like any stories or content for the podcast? Nope, but I got a handful of zip ties.
I brought some zip
I'm
ties.
You didn't
gonna
finish-
tie this bitch
You
down.
didn't finish the chair story. I feel
didn't.
like
I didn't. No, I didn't. Because neither here nor there. Here we go.
I think
So-
it's your fault.
Probably. We'll blame it on me.
No, I interrupted. My fault.
no, you start and I'll interrupt.
Wait,
So,
wait.
and
wait. Okay.
and then okay, so I leave the chairs out at the end of the driveway, and if you put them out in the evening, they're gone by the morning.
Generally,
You've done that, yeah. So I leave them. I put them out probably at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, like just before the sun starts to set, whatever. And sure enough, following morning,
Geordie comes by my house.
Geordie comes by my house, steals my chairs. Now, as I had gotten home one night and I saw somebody picking up the chairs, and I was like, "Oh, great, perfect. I've gotten rid of the chairs." The following morning, I'm leaving my house. There's a note on my door that says, "These chairs are broken," and like this big long complaint about how I should have notified the pickers, like put a note on the chair that warning these chairs are structurally not sound, and blah blah blah. Like you picked a chair from the street.
Well, hold on. I think we should also clarify that in our county, if the pickers don't get it, the trash company will take it.
Yes,
So you're literally putting it out for trash.
yes.
Okay.
It is
You didn't
essential-
say that part.
Right. But yeah, so that's where you put your trash. That's where you put your fucking recycling bins, your trash. You just put it out the end of your driveway. Waste management comes and picks it up. It's in the same spot. So generally, they're going to pick up the whole shebang. So they left me a note.
Yeah, it's some bullshit right there.
Like I'm a fucking H.H. Greg and they're returning a laptop that wouldn't turn on. Did I date myself there with an H.H. Greg reference?
I don't even know what the fucking H.H. Greg is.
I went to
you were born between 87 and 89, I can tell.
Was I'm an H.H. Greg guy. Yeah.
I thought he was talking about me.
A little too young for Best Buy.
A little too old for Circuit City.
Yeah, H.H.
Or
Greg.
the other way around.
Either way.
Oh, I remember Circuit City.
Rest in peace. Go on.
But I really wish they would have just like returned the chairs personally and like had a conversation with me because I would have.
I wish I would have tried to leave you a Yelp review.
He leaves the worst trash.
I've caught myself lately. My roommate tries to sell things on Stewart Indoor Garage on Facebook, like all these knickknacks and stuff from around the house.
Does he sell any patty wax?
And I place bids on them
or dog bones.
Well, it's mostly like patio furniture and shit. But I place
our patio furniture perfect
to try to keep it at the house.
Oh,
like that'd look great in the backyard. Fuck you.
Just get a dirt. What was that?
Charlie's phone is on like the most acoustically.
Yeah, well, I figured I'd put it all the way across the room so that I wasn't on it.
It's on loud, vibrate, or swarm of wasps. Apparently,
Yeah. I was a little scared. I had flashbacks when I worked.
It's sitting on a stack of
dicks,
aluminum beams.
Do those look aluminum to you, Charlie? You see the orange rust?
It's pronounced aluminium. You uncultured swine.
Yeah. Why don't you watch Top Gear once in your life?
I did. I watched Top Gear once in my life, and it was the episode where they pulled up to pick up the Australians, and they pulled up in a paddy wagon.
So you bid on these things. Do you ever win them?
No, somebody else always buys them.
Son of a bitch.
He must price things reasonably then.
He does, yeah.
Cool.
Good talk.
Well, see you later. Big gulps, eh? All right. Is it almost story time? Man, your face is bright red.
Oh, mine?
It's probably that fucking like bourbon that he's drinking.
Yeah.
It smells like
what happens
bourbon,
is
race fuel.
Yeah, I will drink I'll have like 1 or 2 sips of alcohol and then my face turns into a Jolly Rancher.
Are you allergic to the alcohol?
It's the best allergic reaction I've ever had.
Yeah, his reaction is to get drunk.
Yeah.
His brain's
If
swelling.
you can count that as an allergic reaction, then I'm constantly self-inflicting an allergic reaction on myself at a problematic rate. I would wager.
Did you just call yourself an alcoholic? Yeah.
Lightly.
Yeah, a light alcoholic.
Does that shoe fit?
Lightly. Yep. So I do have a story about how I was almost arrested at a baseball game.
Thought this was America.
Would you guys like to hear the story?
This one's got to be made up because I can't picture you at a baseball game.
Okay, well, to be fair,
he's probably wearing Fat Farm from head to toe.
That's true.
To be fair, I was only a freshman in high school, and I was still trying to like blend in with. I hadn't found myself yet
with the other white Anglo-Saxon Protestants.
Yeah, at my, I just wanted to be cool. So I knew there was a bunch of kids that were going to a baseball game, and they invited me, which was crazy because for those of you who are longtime listeners of the show, I dressed like a clown, just awful.
If I may interject, a couple of weeks back, we helped our friend Mike move, and blazing ass, scorching South Florida heat, moving not Mike, his grandma, sorry, but moving someone's stuff from the top floor of an apartment down to a truck. And William showed up in all black and Doc Martens.
Essentially this outfit that I'm wearing right now.
I mean, it was hot outside.
It's a bad choice, but you gotta sacrifice your fashion.
If you are a longtime listener, you know that's the kind of choice that you make.
It's usually his go-to choices.
Dog shit decisions. So we go to where do the Marlins play?
Miami?
Yeah, Miami Marlins.
But they were just the Florida Marlins at one point.
Yeah, but they still played in Miami.
But they would also play like at different stadiums in Florida.
Everybody plays at different stadiums when they're playing away games.
No, I mean, this was a game. I don't remember who they were playing. It's neither here nor there. It's baseball. Nobody watches baseball anymore. Was America's pastime. At any rate, there were people.
They could have been like playing the Devil Rays at some point and playing in Tampa.
It could be. I don't recall having to travel super far for it.
Were they playing the Miami Heat?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a game of basketball.
Yeah, perfect.
No, but so we had seats up in like the nosebleed
Oh man,
section.
nice. Oh
yeah.
There's more to that sentence.
They gave us chairs.
Jesus Christ, Charlie.
It's on fucking vibrate, man. What do you want me to do?
Yes, it is.
Aesthetic.
Fucking vibrate.
So we had seats up in the nosebleed section, and there was probably 4 of us. And of course, because we started early, somebody brought a bunch of alcohol. Like, you know,
Was this before they built the new stadium?
Yeah, way before.
Yes, I was a young man.
Okay, because that old stadium
he's old
was
enough to know
hot
better.
as fuck.
Yeah, now I'm old enough to know better than to bring alcohol into a baseball stadium. I would never do that now.
Yeah, you would never go to the baseball stadium.
Yeah, I would never bring my body into a baseball stadium.
I just wanted to say that your body is a wonderland, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So nice of you, Geordie.
Continue.
Wow. At any rate, so a friend of mine brought in a bunch of alcohol. We all proceeded to get very drunk at a very high up off the ground, which if you're going to get drunk, don't do it high up off the ground. Do it on the ground.
So when you fall, it's more comfortable?
Right.
Perfect.
Like salad.
We are very in focus.
Oh my God.
I know.
Show your titty again.
We have the worst autofocus I have ever seen in my entire life. It's been driving me nuts the whole
we
show.
literally look like PlayStation 2 video game characters right now.
Or like an artistic rendition on being purposely blurry.
Pull out a titty, Charles.
Slowly walk back.
Don't hit your mic. Oh.
Come with me.
Oh,
we're gonna
is
get
magic.
It. All right. Well, you can keep telling your story. Why?
All right. Well, Charlie tries to Chris Angel mind freak the fucking camera back into focus. Oh, you made it worse. I think maybe.
Hold on. It might refocus. I got this. Continue.
So you know how the peanut guy or the hot dog guy or whatever they come around and try to offer you snacks, right?
Yeah.
So they came around one time. Hi. Oh God, don't focus in. Wait. And there I am. So the hot dog guy comes around. And he's got like his little thing full of snacks. Hey, I don't want it so close on me. And people around us are ordering shit. Oh my God. So people around us are ordering stuff. And my friend, like 2 of my friends order hot dogs. I don't want this. Stop it from happening. Don't focus on me. I hate it. Oh, it's very hard to focus on telling the story right now. Oh, I'm sweating.
Shit, my beer's
Crack another one.
So, I had a half full can of Natty Ice.
Oh.
Because we had brought like an assortment of alcohol. Somebody brought like a bottle of liquor and somebody brought like a little 6-pack of beer or whatever. So I had like a half full can of Natty Ice, and like the dude had peanuts also, and he's like throwing peanuts and like throwing fucking little like packages of like pretzels and shit. And he's,
what is this, a fucking flight?
yeah. The nosebleed section just has a real shitty selection of food. They're like, here's toenail clippings and a naked picture of my dad. And that's what you get to enjoy. But so no, he's like throwing stuff. And I decided just like as a joke, I wasn't thinking about it. And I was also very drunk. Like he's throwing stuff. And I was like, I'm going to throw something back at him. So I threw my beer can at him. which in retrospect,
And he
Terrible
didn't
idea.
make it
Convinced-
past the second inning of the game.
Convinced poor decision making now.
because I thought it was, for some reason, I thought it was hilarious that
We
he was
thought
like,
we were playing a game.
he was like throwing stuff and was like,
Just-
there's one back.
Just having a catch with my dad.
Yeah. So I threw my beer can at him and it hit him right in the chest and spilled all over his accoutrement, all over his hors d'oeuvres that he was serving,
His foie de voir.
his horse ovaries. And he naturally became very upset. And
If you were selling hot dogs in the scorching ass heat for like $7 an hour,
I would be
and some
upset
asshole
just at a
threw
base
beer
level.
in your chest. Would you not be upset?
I would be upset at a base level just from
I would-
doing that. For a
I'd
living.
be like ready to throw you over the fucking balcony.
I would
upset.
feed you that beer
Yeah.
can.
Yes.
I'm like,
So-
I'm whipping your ass and anybody with you that goes to get
Everybody who saw it, including if it was on the Megatron.
The Megatron.
Oh, yeah. What is it called?
The fuck is
If it was on the
It's the,
Star
jumbo,
Screen.
it's the Jumbotron.
Jumbotron. There we go. That's pretty close.
Anybody who shows up on my Decepticon is getting fucked
I'll
up.
tell you right now, Optimus Prime's next. All right.
Yeah, you fucking keep your eyes peeled, Bumblebee. You're gonna be the next motherfucker. So so I throw the beer can at him, and which was of all the times for me to have good aim because like I can't throw shit for shit.
Well, you were just watching baseball, so you got better.
I did. It's like watching MMA twice and suddenly I'm an expert.
Yeah, now you
But-
can beat George
Well,
St.
now
Pierre.
you're just everybody else that goes into a restaurant and watches fucking UFC.
Yeah, and just
God, what are you doing? Get him in a rear naked choke,
Yeah,
bro. His
everybody's a
arm's
fuck-
loose.
everybody's a fucking
Arms
trainer.
loose.
Everybody's a fucking coach,
Oh,
man.
it's so stupid. You're right about that.
Charlie, we know you work in a restaurant / sports bar. Shut up.
So
Drives me
kidding. I love
nuts.
I hit him directly in the chest and it goes all over his shit and he becomes very visibly upset to the point where, you know how you have to like, the thing goes like around their neck and like around their back
Yeah.
to like keep it steady and level. I swear to God, this dude just in a fit of rage fucking slams the shit off of himself, just fucking punches down on both sides of the tray and it just, the strap comes off from around his neck. It dislodges from around his fucking body and just hits the ground. I was like, oh, I think he's either fucking throwing or no, he's coming towards me. So he's like, and there's people. So he's like doing the fucking side shuffle move, trying to get through. But obviously, so I'm like, I'm smaller and like leaner than him. So I'm like, I'm going to fucking scoot
Go
away.
the other way.
So I make it out to the other side. There's like the
You
stairs.
scooted away.
I did.
This is the slowest man on planet Earth.
And like nobody, you think like the asshole teenager that just chucked something at the concession worker. You think somebody would have tried to stop me, but people were like
Yeah.
just lifting their knees up.
Yeah,
like,
we need to get this kid out of here right now.
so
he might throw something at you.
I'm clearly a pretty good fucking tosser of projectiles. So
You can tell you play sports often when you say things like that.
yeah,
I'm a good tosser of projectiles.
that's all I got. I'm a sportsman.
What makes you qualified to be the quarterback of this team?
I can toss a projectile, sir. You mean throw it? Yeah, whatever. I can huck that skig pin. You mean pigskin? Get off my field. So
And why are you wearing all black and Doc Martens?
why are you wearing skinny jeans and Doc Martens? So I shuffle my way out to the other side and I start running up the stairs and he shuffles back out to the way he came in and he's running parallel to me up the other flight of stairs. And I was like, I'm faster than him. I'm going to make it to the top before he does. But what I wasn't paying attention to is the fact that I was like, just doing the one step at a time. This
He's
motherfucker
going
is
5 flights at a time.
bounding up the
Yeah,
stairs.
you're in his house now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I make it to the top and I just like sort of slowly round the corner and he's there already. Like fucking Wild West standoff type shit. And yeah, exactly. A tumbleweed blew between the both of us. Now, at the particular point where we were, the only way down off this balcony was through the one staircase
Or over the edge.
or over the edge. If this was a again, I'm gonna make another Die Hard reference. If I was the German guy from Die Hard,
Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber. So I didn't want to do a Hans Gruber impression, so I was like, I have to find the one staircase he was separating me from that staircase, like, and that was the only exit. That's all I had. I'm like, I gotta juke this guy. I've got my only option is forward and around this guy. So I like kind of did like this little ninja sprint skip thing towards him, like hoping to like fool him with my footworks. And he was just staying real still. Like he was gonna he wasn't gonna get fooled by any of my shit.
I'm just trying to picture you pre-juking somebody.
I was
right
just
now.
like, I'm like,
I see you doing the juke, like running up on him and then immediately
Just
flinching up.
twinkle toesing.
I mean, not completely inaccurate. So, I get like probably within like 3 or 4 feet of him, and I was about to do like a fucking ankle breaker, get him to fucking just go.
Yours or his?
Probably
like his, the turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm gonna get past this guy. Like he was a little older.
He's wearing no Fat Farm.
I'm young and spry. I've got my Fat Farm athletics on.
Whereas this guy is under-equipped.
And I sort of pivot to the left, and then like I spin around and attempt to go right, and he was already there, just fucking bear hugged me. Had me. But my
Did you attempt the pirouette?
My effectiveness to parry and dodge his arms was nothing. Like it was not effective at all. It was terrible. I don't even know why I thought I could do it. It was because I was drunk. So
sounds like you do know.
He immediately bear hugs me, and I'm like, he's got me from behind, and like my arms are down by my sides. I'm like, this is it. I'm fucked. So I just went limp. I was like, fine, you got me. He starts like walking me forward, and I just like,
psych.
Yeah. And I fucking slunk down like right out of his arms and booked it. And I was going down.
He didn't mean to, but then he realized, oh shit, I can get out of this. I can slip these cuffs.
And I just slid right out of his arms.
These chains.
And I'm going down the stairs. But what I'm not realizing is that I'm going down one stair at a time. This dude is bounding down the stairs behind me. And I can hear like him. It sounds like he's jumping downstairs behind me.
One flight per jump.
And this guy was not young. This dude was easily in his late 40s.
Dude, he spends his entire day walking up and down those stairs.
Yeah, this dude was fit. And
while
I'm not
carrying shit.
Thinking about this at all. And so my reaction to turning around over my shoulder and seeing this middle-aged man bounding down the stairs behind me, I turn around and I go, don't
quit it.
I know I just threw something at you, but don't. And so then I start bounding down the stairs. I round a corner.
You're playing like the most intense game of tag ever.
It really was. And so now we're on like probably the middle tier level. And I round a corner because there was like an upstairs entrance that led to like a different part of the parking lot.
That's the mezzanine section.
The mezzanine. Thank you.
Obviously.
Yeah. Sorry.
He can say accoutrement, but he can't say.
But I can't remember mezzanine.
He doesn't know the difference from the mezzanine and the fucking.
I am only on the surface
section.
Refined. You delve any deeper into these waters, and I am just a fucking country dumpster. At any rate, so
wow.
Asshole.
Wow.
Reference that from 2 episodes ago when they called me Country Dumpster, now a lot of people I know are changing my fucking name in their phones to Country Dumpster.
I think it's been like 5 episodes of Country Dumpster-ish.
Country Dumpster?
Yes.
Whenever Geordie tried to call you a country dubstep.
Yes, I remember.
Something star.
Oh, I haven't forgotten.
So at any rate, there was, I get down the stairs. He's right behind me. And he's running at a pretty brisk pace for a dude of his age. And he's yelling, "Stop that fucking kid!" And there's a mom with her son. And this lady, for whatever reason, was drinking the same bad decision juice I was drinking, decides she's going to get in front of me.
Did you stiff arm her?
She's like probably like 5'4", maybe roughly $190, 200 pounds. She was like a sturdy, low center of gravity lady. And the fucking the fucking guy, I don't know what you call him. What would you?
Concession worker.
Concession fella. He goes, stop that
in this case.
kid.
In this case, I would call him the defendant.
Yeah.
I don't know fucking. He's, I guess,
The victim.
Or the plaintiff, one or the other.
Yeah, in the civil case, he's definitely the plaintiff. But so he goes, stop that fucking kid, and she was like, oh hell no. I've
been training my whole life for this moment right here.
This is my time to
I've
shine.
been waiting to right hook someone with my purse full of fucking shit.
And she gets down in the, like, she fucking like legs spread, arms out like a fucking defensive lineman, like she's gonna just like she's a brick wall.
She's seen the movie. She knows what to do.
Yeah, she's like, this is it. This is my moment. And I, in a rare moment of mild athleticism
And male chauvinism.
run directly at this lady. And she, I mean, no fear.
Did you see a warrior princess?
Did she have a no fear shirt?
She, yeah, and a tap out hat and Monster
Wow,
Energy drink shoes.
Three different generations
Oh, yeah.
of scum.
And some Surge shin guards. She had just come from soccer practice. And no, she was just no fear on this lady's face. Like she was like, I'm going to fuck this piece of shit kid up. And I literally jump over her, but I don't make it entirely.
You dick her in the
And my
face.
dick hits her in the fucking head. Just thunk. And I feel the once sturdy frame of this lady like start to topple backwards. And I'm like, oh no, not only have I knocked a woman to the ground, but I did it with my penis. So I boom, and I hit
Humble
her.
brag right there. Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, the weird. To this day, lady, if you are by any chance you ever see this episode, I am that person. And I'm very sorry that I toppled you with my ting ting. At any rate, I hit her.
I'm sorry. You're what?
My ting ting.
Okay.
Yeah, I said fuck it.
We're gonna have a whole episode
We'll talk
unpacking that.
We'll talk about it. Yeah, at a later date. Anyway, I hit the lady and I made it out into the parking lot. And this dude still behind me, which means he ran past the lady that I just knocked.
And he
to the
did
fucking
not help
ground.
her whatsoever.
Didn't help her at all. So there's like two security guys like at the entrance or exit, whatever, to the mezzanine section. And now I'm almost to the parking lot, but there's two security guys.
Technically speaking, once you made it to the parking lot, he can't, if anything he does to you out there, if he would have caught you, I don't know the end of the story yet, you can sue him.
So
you're no longer in the building.
We're out of the
Or in
mezzanine.
We're
We're into the foyer.
into the foyer.
You're about to be on the landing.
I'm about to
Sounds
be
like you're about to be in the street.
Yeah, I'm about to be to where in the
Home
parking lot.
free, as they call it.
But there's two security guards, both of which are very muscular, and these are not the type that I'm going to be able to dick check.
I'm just trying to
In the
picture
forehead.
your smoking ass, like
Whoa.
your cigarette smoking ass.
From you,
Having
from your
the-
compliments,
No.
to your compliments, I just feel real
I-
good.
you
what
got
I'm
a
trying to
smoking
picture,
ass.
what I'm trying to picture is all
He's trying to picture
the
a smoking ass.
all the shit you've done in your life. You having this much stamina to run up the stairs, down the stairs, back up the stairs, out into the parking lot.
My dude, I was 14 or 15 at the time.
Oh,
this was
shit.
years ago.
Okay.
This was not a recent story. I had not abused my body for a decade and a half at this point, so still had a lot of that youthful vigor.
Yeah, in every single episode, I'm going to say something stupid like that can be held against me in a court of law.
My smoking ass. What compliment
That's why
did
whenever
you
I
give
get
me?
the cops talk to me, I always shut
we
the
have it
fuck
recorded,
up.
though. Don't worry. It's in the annals of time.
Oh, that's where I keep all my compliments from you guys, right? In my anals. So this is it. This is the last obstacle. Like I've reached the
coup de
boss fight.
grace.
I've reached the boss fight of this fucking temple run challenge of mine. And they don't see me coming. That's my leg hair coming out of my jeans. So
Thought I was
for
the
those
only
of
one to
you
notice that.
for those of you who only listen to the podcast,
Geordie just took a picture.
It's not
Or
only
just
coming
took a
out of his
picture.
shirt,
Check
it's
out
coming
our
out of his
Instagram
jeans.
at
Yeah.
the literal show.
I'm a hairy boy. So at any rate, this is the boss fight. Now I still have the concession man running behind me, and there's two like very muscular, fit looking gentlemen that are clearly security personnel at the end of this little walkway that leads to the parking lot. I'm like, this is it. I'm fucked. Like if the concession guy gets the attention of these two dudes, I am fucked. There's no way I'm getting past them. There's two of them, and they're directly at the end of the entrance.
You got a smoking ass. You're definitely getting fucked.
So I'm saying, apparently. So for whatever reason, the concession guy had the wherewithal to the first time be like, stop that fucking kid. But when it came to this part of my temple run, of my Tron legacy, he did not have the ability to surmise these words. So he's just going, hey, hey. And the two security guards turn around and I started yelling, hey. So they thought it was me. And they were like, what's up? And I just ran right by them.
See you.
Fucking
Hey, this guy's not my dad, and he's trying to catch me right now.
Rape!
But just, yeah, in some weird, like my brain was just like, pretend to be the guy that was just yelling, hey. So I did. I went, hey. So they turn around thinking I'm the dude yelling, hey. I run right by him. And then eventually the concession dude catches up with them. So now I've got 3 people running after me, but I've made it into the parking lot.
And you're 14, so there's no way they're going to have the same amount of stamina.
No. And I was like lean. I'm like,
You're still lean.
I'm like a little jaguar, but yeah, without like, 15 years of smoking abuse in my lungs. So like, I'm just fucking booking it through this parking lot.
And about 18 pounds of body hair.
And that 18 pounds of body hair.
He was a lot more aerodynamic back then.
Yeah, there's a lot more hairy inertia going on nowadays.
Pulling you down, gravity, etc.
Yeah,
He,
but
he didn't look like cousin It running across the parking lot.
no, I didn't. So I spent the next 2.5 hours just hiding under cars in the parking lot. And
I've done that. I feel your pain.
yeah, it sucks. And it was like 90 degrees
I have
out.
to get in them.
Yeah.
Geordie, do you remember the night that I had to hide behind the cars in the parking
I
lot?
remember a dumpster. is
Was
where
it
I
a
found
country
you.
dumpster?
No, it was
I
a
hid-
Abacoa,
I hid-
upper class dumpster.
I hid behind was it dumpsters? I thought it was cars.
Well, I mean, there was cars around the dumpster.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, I hid from a lot of people behind. I guess it was dumpsters.
Yeah, I picked you up at the dumpster. I'll never forget the smell.
It was
So
awful.
Charlie or the dumpster?
It was awful.
One and the same, really.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
He
that
was wearing the same cologne.
We had been at what was that place called?
Jumbie Bay.
Jumbie Bay all night.
I hear you guys talk about that spot a lot.
No, it's the same story he's talking about.
Oh.
No.
I just want to point you guys
We
to the
used to go
camera.
there a lot.
When I put it back, it's at a slight tilt.
Oh,
See it up there?
Yep. There's a little more crotch.
Man, you
from
guys are
Charlie.
much taller than me now.
Oh, I've just been adjusting myself accordingly. Like I
We've
was
all
on a
been.
tilt.
Okay, well, you know,
All right.
I feel like we had a great show.
Solid.
No, wait. So they never caught you? They
Never caught me.
You got
We had a
away?
great
Got
show.
away. I got away. That was the end of the story. I got away. My friends eventually, but there were.
What inning of the game were you in? Did you see any of the game?
Who
this,
won?
This happened. I'll never forget it. It was in the 7th inning of the game.
Oh,
okay.
and you're stretching.
What?
Oh my God! Give us a
One
word
second,
from
is
our sponsors. I got to pee.
7th inning stretch. You know what? I have another story I'd like to tell now that I think about it. This one's going to encompass my childhood, move into my adult life, go up to my marriage, and we're going to talk about every individual day since my childhood.
This is sort of like an about
so
a boy
strap
type
in, folks,
situation.
especially if you have to pee.
Buckle up.
No,
Give
I'm
me that
kidding.
cup.
I'm
Just go
kidding.
ahead, pop in.
Oh yeah, just pee on stream. I've already shown my nipples, so you know it's really not any worse we could do.
But we don't have a fisheye lens on the
Same
camera,
size,
so-
same size
True.
as the
True.
nipple. Okay, so the sponsor was, the Confederate flag bikini. We did that early.
Yeah, we did. I can do like a second half.
Well, you can't just make
Sponsorship.
sponsors up, man. We have to actually be paid by these people and invent their commercials.
That's true. All right. Well, we'll wait till next week on it.
Okay. Follow us on social media. That's socialmedia.com /us. And on our website at www.website.com.
Bye.
Bye. Wait, I'm not ready.
Wait, no. Are we gonna actually tell them our?
No, if you can't get to the YouTube channel, go to illiteralshow.com, and that's the best way to access everything we have.
We're on iTunes. We're on YouTube.
Because if you're here now, and you're here because you know me, I've probably given you the wrong address to get here at least 3 times.
Google Play with me. Spotify these.
Spotify these.
Spotify this tape.
All right, bye.
Is that it? Are we? No. Are we still? Are we? Did we? Are we? Are we?
B-roll.